E3 has always been gaming's biggest event of the year. It's a celebration of the powerhouses of gaming coming together and showing off what unfinished content you can pre-order, how much of an amazing job the marketing team did to convince you that the game you're seeing in trailers is the finished product, who, between Sony and Microsoft, has the bigger, longer, stronger console, and for Nintendo to tease games that either come out in the same year or 3 years from now. Maybe more. It's a show where they pay celebrities to play games they suck ass at, for Ubisoft to show off their latest Just Dance cringe that no one appreciates but still kinda wants to see, maybe, for the viewers to experience the anchor's embarrassment secondhand.
If you guys didn't know, Need for Speed Payback,
and to celebrate Jeff Keighley, because where would we be without him? I love you, Jeff! But in recent years, E3 has become a shell of its former self. What once was showcase after showcase of big game announcements, trailers, sneak peeks, and teasers has now turned into a convention filled with subscriptions, early access content, remasters of the same motherfucking game for 10 years, season passes, and microtransactions.
Won't have random loot boxes or pay-to-win scenarios.
You actually have people cheering when a developer says no loot boxes. That's like being grateful your dad didn't beat the shit out of you today. I can't even tell you why E3 started becoming a shit show, but I can tell you when we as a community started getting annoyed by these big companies screwing us over. First off, the biggest culprits for general video game sequels have to be Ubisoft and EA. For the love of God, stop releasing the same game every year. How do people not skip these shows? It's always Assassin's Creed, new fucking location, but same old assets. Watch Dogs, who gives a damn edition, play as the grandma character. Just Dance, you don't need to book a slot in this conference for Just Dance. EA comes out sucking dick every year like a whore in a male brothel. I need to relax. If you're gonna show us FIFA, Madden every single year, then upload the damn trailers online and show us something else. Your Star Wars content is unfinished and pay to win, work on that. And the only single player game you put out is your best game in a decade. For these two companies, the answer is literally plastered in every comment section. Bring back Splinter Cell, bring back Prince of Persia instead of remaking it, bring back Dead Space instead of remaking it. Stop showing up to these events and wasting our goddamn time if you have nothing new to show. Secondly, this is a gaming conference. So why is EA coming out with a subscription service? Why is Ubisoft coming out with Uplay? Why did Xbox reveal the most powerful console ever, only to make another most powerful console ever? Doesn't Apple do this with their most powerful iPhone since iPhone? Why is there an advert for a controller, and why is there a car on stage? Does your audience look like they can afford that? How out of touch do you have to be to do this every year? Last year, Xbox decided it was actually time to show off games, but a lot of them ended up being cross-platform. There's no word on Starfield, Redfall, Everwild, that new Fable game, and now we're going into this year's cancelled E3. At least give us a goddamn gameplay trailer. That's probably my third gripe. These guys have insane marketing teams to be able to give us teasers every single year for content that isn't ready. EA and Ubisoft once again showing off trailers that aren't even close to representing the actual gameplay. Bethesda buzzed out a PNG for Elder Scrolls 6 4 years ago, and there's no word on it. Starfield and Redfall were tipped to release this year, but again, we saw teasers, no actual gameplay, so it's been delayed to next year. I think we were shown concept art for Dragon Age 4 that one time, and for Skate 4 they brought out two dudes saying, yeah, we're working on it.
Has anyone seen gameplay?
Well,
that's scraping the absolute bottom of the barrel. Remember how Sony did shit? God of War, Kratos walks out and says, check it out, boy. Gameplay. Spider-Man went straight into gameplay. The Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima said, fuck you, this isn't just gameplay. We've got a dude on a banjo and a flute going apeshit. And then they decided, oh, we're too good for E3, bye-bye. And the 1 year they pulled out so other companies could capitalize, what did they do?
Go out today and tell a dev something that you love about their work.
Tell them to go f their mother with the controller.
When the pandemic actually hit and E3 2020 was cancelled, I was so deflated. It made sense though. Productivity hit an all-time low. The impact of COVID on the gaming industry made things harder for developers to meet deadlines. So why hold a conference when there's nothing to show? So imagine my surprise when there was an E3 announced for 2021 and Take-Two Interactive came out and hosted some fucking webinar while Capcom showed off games already announced or released or releasing the following month. I mean, if you guys had nothing to show, just let Microsoft and Nintendo host their conferences and the rest of you can go do whatever the fuck you... What is this? You only realize what you're missing when it's actually gone. I miss when fans reacted to trailers screaming and yelling. I miss that one guy who said with EA Originals, we want all the profit. I miss when Miyamoto did that weird collab with Ubisoft and looked really happy about it. I miss when stage speakers would say something and no one would react.
In the largest action-adventure open world Ubisoft has ever done.
I miss when they paid that one guy to say, yeah! And I miss Matt Booty, but overall, I guess I just miss E3 being that goosebumpy event where us as fans will become so excited for trailers and announcements showing off gameplay and release dates. And as Summer Game Fest is right around the corner along with the State of Play and Inside Xbox and possibly a Summer Nintendo Direct, I just want to say a few things. Microsoft, show us gameplay for Starfield. Sony, give your Chinese games a release date. And Nintendo, I want a 3D Donkey Kong game. Ubisoft and EA, I was a little hard on you. I apologize. I just want to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're still functional companies, you bitch!
Hadouken!